Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Tank Club. Today we're diving into the brand new MMORPG that's got everybody talking, Tarisland. Is Tarisland the best mobile MMO ever made? Stick around to find out. Tarisland had one of the smoothest MMORPG launches that I've ever seen. No queues, no performance issues. Seriously, it was like they hired a team of wizards to make this happen. Maybe they did, but let's get back to reality. Unlike other launches that feel like you're trying to get into a nightclub on New Year's Eve, Tarisland welcomed us with open arms, and that's just the beginning. With so much to do in Tarisland, from dungeons and crafting to fishing and zone exploration, the game keeps you busy. And let's not forget the Universal Hall and the daily and weekly tasks as well. While the story starts off interesting, it loses momentum in the latter stages, likely because it's slowly released day by day. Additionally, the cutscenes and dialogue often don't sync well, a problem that persisted since the closed beta over a year ago and still hasn't been fixed. Moreover, when you buy a season pass, cosmetic, or practically anything, it's only available on one of your characters. It's as if your characters are on separate accounts, since you can't switch items between them. All drops, obtained skins, and items are individually character owned, and some things can't be obtained again on another character on the same account. It feels like there's always something new to dive into. The real question is, will it keep you hooked long term? Sure, the initial burst of content is exciting, but how does it hold up after the first week? One thing to constantly remember is that this is also a mobile game. If I played this exclusively on my phone, then it's a whole different ballgame. The level of detail and content is actually pretty impressive for a mobile MMO. Don't worry, Tarisland isn't leaving you stranded just yet. PvE is where Tarisland truly shines. The raids are intense and the challenge modes will keep you on your toes. But be warned, what looks like a lot of content might actually be a clever illusion. They rework existing dungeons into new challenges, which initially feels like a ton of content, but can start to feel repetitive. And this is especially the case with Arcane Realm and even Universal Hall. The drip-fed approach to releasing content, especially raids, makes it exciting when new content is kind of getting released. The anticipation is high, but on the flip side, it becomes clear that there's minimal new content as you keep clearing it. It's just the same few things rehashed with increased difficulty. The overland areas are fairly small and uninspiring. There are many things to collect, but it's not that fun to do. The overland possesses no threat whatsoever, and there's not much to do aside from the reputation events once you've picked everything up. However, having a rotating variety of activities like world bosses, dark invasions, and the amusement park does help to break things up and extend the journey. Daily progress is designed to keep you from grinding through content too quickly, ensuring that there's always something new to do each day. Playing with a guild is a blast, especially when you're strategizing for those world first clears, those challenge modes, and those score runs. But solo players might find it a bit slow, especially when your AI NPCs in dungeons move at the pace of a snail on vacation. Yeah, just like that. One good aspect of some of the easier PvE is that if you group up and no one else joins, you'll get NPCs to help you. However, these NPCs don't sprint, and sometimes the NPC tank tries to play group mechanics and moves the boss around, which can be frustrating and also mean that you get hit by unnecessary mechanics. But don't let that discourage you. The variety in PvE activities, from standard dungeons to the challenging Arcane Realm, keep things interesting. The simplicity of mechanics makes it accessible, yet challenging enough to keep veterans engaged. The combat is somewhat basic with very few ability options, but the details really lie in the stats, talents, and the inscribed system, where you gain a vast amount of your strength. Combat does require some timing, but it's not complicated. You can even use the assist feature, which will auto-cast certain skills by spamming the first skill. This removes some of the engaging elements of combat to accommodate mobile players. Auto-walking features are also part of Tarisland, making it easier for mobile players to navigate the world without having to constantly control their character. While these aids are great for casual play, they do remove some of the depth and engagement hardcore players might seek. PvP in Tarisland is surprisingly fun, even for someone like me who usually avoids it. The modes are fast-paced and engaging, and here's something cool. Your PvP skills are tailored just for those battles. Switching from tank to DPS and seeing how your ultimate skills adapt for PvP is a game changer. It makes the battles fresh and exciting. But here's the twist. PvP is only available at certain times. This creates a competitive rush during those windows where PvP is open. It can be a bit of a bummer if you miss the timing, however.
Time's ticking, folks. Want a PvP with your friends on a Saturday night? Too bad, the game's decided you need some anticipation.
Despite this, the PvP itself is rewarding, matches are quick, intense, and incredibly satisfying when you outsmart the opponent. Even for a player like me who only plays as a tank, I'm still able to dominate people in the PvP environment. Locking content at certain times can be both exciting and frustrating. Need to craft something, but still need materials from the market? Well, tough luck, it's closed.
Hey, open up, I need that item.
This can be particularly annoying for players with unconventional schedules. Still, it does add a layer of strategy. Planning your playtime around these windows can make the game feel more dynamic. Tarisland is visually stunning, especially for a mobile game. The graphics and performance are top notch. The world feels alive. The character visual customizations are very limited, but the customization options of your character, in terms of the talents and inscribed stones and things like that, are pretty solid. And it's not just about looks. The environments are lush and immersive. Performance-wise, the game runs smoothly, even in high-action scenes. Whether you're battling in a raid or wandering through serene landscapes, the experience is seamless. On mobile, I have played a little bit, and the experience on there is pretty good as well, but heavily depends on how good your connection to the internet is. In-game events and community challenges also keep things lively. These events are a great way to earn rewards and show off your skills. Tarisland is one of the best mobile MMORPGs out there, but as a PC MMO, it feels more like a fun fling than a long-term relationship. And it does have the potential to be a really top quality PC MMO in the long term. It's free to play, so definitely give it a shot. But remember, its future success hinges on how the game continues to develop and how frequently new content is released. The game's accessibility and variety of content makes it perfect for casual players, but it might not satisfy hardcore MMO grinders for long. The developers will need to keep up with regular updates to retain the player base. If they keep the content coming, Tarisland has the potential to be a lasting success. For now, it's a fun ride that is worth your time. So what do you think? Is Tarisland the best mobile MMO ever released? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and visit thetankclub.com for all your MMO needs, especially for tanking. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.